Shalom. So yes, man, back here another day, man. And notice how time be flying lately. So we're going to get into some of the things that be taking place, man. But before we do, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah,
giving double honors to the elders and the prophets who taught us this 100% truth. And shout outs to all the sincere elect out there. So yeah, man, time be moving quick, man.
Yeah.
Just seems like the other day, you know, we're back here again. And I noticed it was raining last time. The week wasn't too bad, and we're back here again, and it's like it's raining again.
Yeah.
So in the spirit, what I kind of just observed, when the elect are coming together, it's like fireworks, man. It's like a chemical reaction.
That's
man.
it.
You know, individually, you know, with a couple of brothers when we get together, when we break bread, you know, but even collectively as a brotherhood. As a matter of fact,
where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name.
Yeah, man.
There am I also. So Yahushua is in our presence. Of course, even on the point that you're talking about, the weather. Also, sometimes you have the rain disturb us, but right now, as soon as we press record, everywhere seems to dry up right now. Even the sun is coming out a little bit. So it's all through the spirit of Yahushua who guides our words as we make these videos, these video epistles.
Hold that precept, Matthew 24, 16.
Alright. What, ye are the light of the world?
Yeah.
This is Matthew 5 and 15. I'll start from verse 13. Matthew 5 and 13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick is giving light unto all that are in the house.
Yeah, that's the effect of light.
Yeah.
When there is light, Because even you think about it, back in Genesis 1 and 2, when the elect were one, the first fruits were together, there was a electrochemical reaction, man.
Yeah.
The Elohims, man. The waters,
When creating everything.
the bara ash, beginning, right? The Most High gave the Elohims the blueprint to create the foundation of the earth, man. That He gave them that responsibility, So via Yahushua, right? The first fruits, man. So when there's, it just in my mind, when the elect come together, there's a chemical reaction, literally. And now, when we come together, it's a spiritual chemical reaction. When we're coming together, and that's why they're so shook.
True.
That's why, and as a matter of fact,
Esau, Edom.
yeah, that's why Esau, Edom, the head tribe, the Amalekites are so shook.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember, who was it? Yeah, the video Elder Tahar was bringing up, and it was General Yohana. And he was going in on how Ariyah was so fearless. High Priest Ariyah. High Priest Ariyah. How fearless he was when he was in the Amalekite era. Some old hood, they don't go to the hood now. But when they was new on the scene, on the scene, our elders and our elders, we know that was it Rabbi Abba Bibbins, I think it was one of them that was deleted or stabbed by Ishmaelite. He was on the ladder, he came down, they rushed him, and I think he was getting away with him, but this is of the Spirit of the Lord anyway. This is, he went out faithfully. The point is, Ariyah was fearless, man. I like the little testimony that General Yohana was making mention of it. And Elder Tahar done a
re-upload.
An impromptu on it, commentary on it.
Yeah.
And he said, Ariyah was fearless because when we was in, I think it was in the Amalekite era somewhere, obviously over across the water in America somewhere, in their area, the Amalekites area, because they have their community, they police their own community, right? And so the police came up, right, and asked them, Lord willing, I'm just going off the top of my head what I can remember, and asked Ariyah, do you have a license? And they said, yes, we have a license. This is what General Yohana is saying. the re-upload from on the Apostle Tahar video. And General Hanna said, yes, but yes, we have a license, but the police said, we know you have a license. When he came up to them, High Priest RER, the police came up because they were surrounded, right?
Yeah.
And the police came up and said, I know you have a license, but we would strongly advise you to leave this area because there's a whole heap of the Amalekites, right?
Okay, yeah.
Around. And if you look there, there's I think you said there's either a black van or a white van. Right? But a van, look there, there's a van there, look there, there's a van there. And in those vans are Amalekites and they have machine guns.
Oh.
This is what the police came up and told RER, High Priest RER. And High Priest RER said, because we're still learning things, you understand? About our our elders, the things that they went through to keep this truth around, to pioneer this truth. It wasn't no easy road. They pioneered this truth. So anyway, right, back to the story. So RER said, yeah, all right, we don't care what they got, right? If they do have machine guns in their vans, right? Because you might think, the Amalekites, right, they're a force really, because this is their kingdom, right? The whole world was given unto the hands of the wicked. Job 9, you don't got to get it in 24. But they're a force to be reckoned with because they're backed by Satan. That's the point. So anyway, he said, we don't care what they have, because we have Yahweh with us.
That's faith. That's faith.
So he was demonstrating, right, on the video, General Hanna was demonstrating, I think it might be quite recent as well, but it was just relating what, how courageous High Priest RER was and is. And he said, yeah, they have what they have, we have Yahweh with us. So we ain't moving. So the police, they didn't, the police backed off. So they was in the hand, the police, obviously the police would have liked to protect them. But he's saying, well, all right, but we got something higher than you.
Yeah, that's it. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
So that's the moral. Yeah, no, go on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal but spiritual, man. That's the thing, that our strong confidence is in Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. As it says, I was about to get Joshua 1 and 9, where it says, be strong and of good courage. The elders of our elders, because remember, High Priest RER, and Abba Bivens as well, and of course Elder Yaakov as well. All the men of great that taught our elders, our current apostles, they have their stories in order to be examples unto us of that strong
King
confidence.
Marshall.
Come on, so look.
Yeah.
Come on, let me,
We're going to wait for you, man. Take your time. Because the Spirit has us go in this direction. The Spirit, just because I was just thinking about when the elect come together, you got a small scale right now, me and Ratazar, brother Ratazar, we come together. We notice we notice certain things in the Spirit. That's chemical reaction, man. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. So, as the example the brother Ariel was saying about High Priest RER, it says, Joshua 1 and 9, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of a good courage, be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord Yahweh thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. So we got Yahweh Hashem Yahshai backing us. And of course, that's really the ultimate power of which nothing else can surpass. Esau's weaponry, all sorts of miracles could happen. So even if, let's say, the local Amalekite mafia was to lay their guns,
well said. Yeah.
All their guns can jam at once. That's the faith. Because that our power controls what's going to happen nevertheless. Hence why High Priest RER had the confidence to do that. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So that's what we're talking about today. The chemical reaction, the Alahayim, when we were together from creation, the Bara Ash in the beginning, right? We formed this earth, man. That's why we have an affection. And when we open up with that precept, we are the light of the world. Bring it out and read that again, because there's a reason why I read that.
So Matthew 5 and verse 14 again. Ye are the light of the world.
We are the light of the world, so we ain't no small things.
No.
Yes, we're humble about it, and we don't,
prideful.
We're not prideful, but we're saying it with humility. Because sometimes that spirit that spirit of what's the word? Jonah might, that Jonah spirit. Jonah didn't look at himself as anything. Jonah. Why
Yeah,
Jonah?
true.
He was told to go to Tarshish to prophesy, and he ran in the he was told to go to Nineveh rather.
Yeah.
He ran in the opposite direction to Tarshish and tried to do a runner. But the fish, the spirit of the Lord had him brought right back on the job, because the Most High is a father of spirits.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
point. And on that
Wow.
point, I've been noticing there's a lot of deletions as well.
Yeah,
You understand?
Yeah.
Because you got the left hand side, you got the right hand side, the Alahayim, the elect, the powers, the
Yeah.
angels. You see them going over our head. The elect that are back here standing up with great boldness. We're thriving. Oh, that's why I'm, that precept. We're thriving. Finish reading it, Brother Bashar.
Go on, Matthew 5. Oh, let me just get it quickly.
Collectively as a people, yes, the Most High is the Father of spirits. He's calling. He's, on the left hand side, you've got these a lot of the sellouts. A lot of people are bugging out, and a lot
time
of people
is
are
running
going.
out.
Yeah, the time is running out because they're sold to the devil. We're going to touch on some of that.
Yeah.
Lord willing, yeah.
Alright, so Matthew 5 and verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
We can't hide, man. We can't do that Jonah. Although when I first came around on the scene, brothers know who know.
Yeah.
We don't see ourselves as anything and anybody, but we're beginning to come into our own. Coming to our own way, because we're starting to see the power of the Lord. The prophecies are coming to pass. What they've got now, these wearables. We're hearing about the wearables, which is a step closer to the MOTV. So that's a faith strengthening thing when we see those. It's a small thing, but small things lead to big things, and big things lead to growth. Growth in the power and in the strength and in faith of the Lord when we start to see these prophecies coming to pass. And for the celebrities that recently passed, there's a couple I just took a note of it, because we may know of the ones I'm gonna read, the ones that we're aware of, right? Because this is all tied in with prophecy as well. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne, there's one guy here, Chuck Magone, right? He's a jazz musician. I know most people don't know him, but we would have known Malcolm Jamal Warner, right? The generation, my generation, grew up watching him on the Cosby Show. So, as a young man, we saw black people on TV. Was like, we're progressing. We're progressing as people. Black people on television. There was a lot.
Yeah,
So the Cosby Show as well. It brought sort of like, it took away the black stereotypes. He was like a family. Cosby was a working class. He was a lawyer, but he was an upstanding member of the community. He had his son who was going to school. This is the one here, Malcolm Jamal Warner. He was going to school, learning and coming home and keep doing his homework. And he was kind of getting into the girls. He was getting girls. So that was the kind of role model. That was a standard that we was coming away from the black exploitation movies. If you heard about the black exploitation.
12 years a slave and all that.
Yeah, you got that one. You got Roots.
Roots.
I didn't like. I noticed, which is good. Which is good that my mum, anytime that was on a Sunday when we had to go to church.
Oh damn!
And I was angry. I was angry anyway. And the spirit had it that I never got to watch that. Not one series of it. Roots. But I was hearing things. But what I was hearing was upsetting me, even at that age. So,
that's the spirit,
anyway, so I'm just making a point that so we had these examples, and it kind of it somewhat calmed a lot of people down, seeing good examples of TVs that television. But anyway, the point is when you really look at why they done what they did to Cosby, right? All these so-called women coming up and talking about believable women, the slander that took place. If you heard about what happened. He done some certain time in prison. The rabbit hole goes deep. Really, it was because Esau, our enemy, who hates us so much, didn't like the fact that he was putting over. He wanted a good image, a good standard, good morals. for black people to look at. He was trying to put that in the media, and they fought against him. And even after that, why they got him to do prison time in prison.
Yeah.
And if you heard the same thing, it's very similar with O.J. Simpson too.
Oh yeah, the police were on that.
Right. But he was somewhat of a good role model because there was no real good role models.
No.
I'm saying all that to say,
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby and him, they end up doing prison time because they didn't want them to have a leave with a legacy. There's a lot to it when you hear things happen, but it's the spirit of the Lord anyway because they sold their soul to the devil. But the point is, right, we're here on the right hand side. We're letting our light shine. But the Most High's calling all these people back. This other guy, people say he's a racist. Hulk Hogan, he died of cardiac arrest, and he was supposed to be a picture of health. Wrestler Hulk Hogan.
I remember he's got the moustache, isn't it? Yeah.
He's not much. I mean, for the brothers who may be into the wrestling, I was into other former schools. But he was supposed to be a picture of health. Some say he was racist, some say he was a joke. But the last I heard, the brothers, our elders are saying he was a leader. At once upon a time, I thought maybe they were saying he was a joke. But
he was racist.
Yeah, things came out about him. But that's the point, man. So let's hit a precept to back up the point. Matthew 24, I'll read it. 22 says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Most High speaking at the time. As I was saying, it seems like just not too long ago we was here as a brothers, doing our sit down here, back again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And time is flying, man. So the Most High, it's the Most High speeding up the time because of who for? Why is he speeding up the time?
For the elixir. It's really, there's a lot of things happening, man, that are really good signs of Yahushua coming back very, very soon. For example, the censorship is also increasing in the UK, where for certain websites that you may visit, you're going to have to show an ID to prove your identity. Initially they said that it was just for covering adult content, but now they want to do it further where most websites, they won't be taking it down or having to process ID in order to prove your identity. So that's more so into going into the censorship of people just can't have that freedom of speech no more.
Yeah.
Not that you had it in the first place, but it's going to be even more severe right now, man.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening here in the UK. Obviously in the America as well, they're doing their own legislations and executive orders to put things in place for that system to come in. For example, mainly I'm referring to this AI system that's going to be used in order to implement governmental law, and that's going to be severe, man. It's like if you ain't adhering to the rules of East or Eden, there's going to be death, or it's going to be get cast into prison and then get tortured. Not to make things too gruesome, but that's the reality of what's about to happen. All these dystopian movies that you may have watched in the future. I mean, all these movies that are basically based on the future, dystopian, related to evils to come, they'll become reality eventually. So we just got to prepare our minds for that. And pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to maintain faith. Same way as we begun with High Priest Ariyah on the strong confidence that he had in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's pretty much having the mindset that we're good, man, because we got Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's simply it. That's the faith that we got. So let me, you say you wanted to bring up a precept?
Well, I kind of touched on it. The Most High was speeding up the time.
Yeah.
If you heard about that shooting in Manhattan, in New York, brothers are getting into the video of that. There's a lot of sixes involved with that. Some say 5 people, but they had it down. How all they were going into it. The third floor, 2 third floors, which everything basically comes back down to the numbers. The number 6. So some say it could even be an AI play out, being played out. I mean, it's almost like you can't take. It's almost like, as a matter of fact,
because it's hard to tell nowadays, man.
Yeah,
that technology, they're going to use it against the prophets as well. There's this episode in Years and Years, the brothers were watching it last week, and one of the episodes in the newscast, they were saying they were pretty much forming AI videos to fake what certain people of renown were saying, the people of authority were saying. So they were framing them. Now the actual woman said she didn't say that. So it will be the same way for the prophets, where they're going to accuse us of certain things that we say. I don't think that it's not possible, because the videos. Because the videos that we're making right now, it could literally be stripped down from YouTube and used to train the AI. Because artificial intelligence needs something to train it before it's able to actually make the decisions that it can make. So believe it or not, the videos that we're doing, we're literally quite making our bodies a living sacrifice, man. So, and it's not to get too deep into that, but the point is, Esau Edom's got a lot of tactics to put down Jay.
Yeah. You made mention of the censorship on the internet now. This is another thing too. I've heard it mentioned earlier on this year, so I'm going to read about it a little bit. If you've heard about the BRIC card, right?
Oh yeah.
The BRIC card in the UK says the BRIC card proposed as a mandatory national digital ID in the UK is a concept gaining traction as a potential solution for simplifying the verification of individuals' rights, right to live, right to live and work in the UK. Oh, they're saying they want it for, because now you're hearing a lot about that. They're making a lot of noise about what happened with the rioting earlier on this year with those 3 girls that were supposedly stabbed.
Oh.
Where was that place, man? They got a documentary of it, and they're saying about all these
Wales,
hotels. I know where it is, but it's in the back of my head. It comes back. But all these hotels where they're housing these refugees, they're saying a lot of people are, they're getting nice hotels, they're living in with all kinds of, luxuries and benefits that the racist far right, hardcore Edomites are getting really upset, and they're putting it on the news just to, to make it seem like it's really so, and really it's to make it's how you say. Some form of imbalance in their own country that they're suffering, playing the victim card. That's it. That white people are suffering in their own country. We say we're homeless, and these people, they're putting them up and they're giving them everything that they asked for, and we're on the streets now. That's basically their argument. But let me get back to the point. Traction is a potential solution for simplifying and verification of individual right to live. So they're really going to direct it at the so-called refugees first and foremost. Right, and work in the UK. It would be stored on a smartphone. Right, that's why they're so good, making sure everybody's got a phone now. Right, accessible through a digital wallet, allowing for easy verification by relevant parties like employers and landlords. So that's why the documentary might come back to me. Early this year, we even done a video. It was up north though. And it was going outside of mosque and going outside of the refugee hotels and smashing the windows, and you had both stories, both sides of the stories. You understand? The so-called refugees, they said, we were scared, we didn't know what to do, and the Muslim in the mosque was also saying, we didn't know what to do. Some of them grabbed stuff and all kinds of things, but that's really why they're saying they need to keep tag and badge of these refugees, man. Because things need to be put back into control again. Are you holding that?
No, almost.
So that's really, you made mention of what they're doing, censoring people. Right, this is another one, the BRIC card, right? The BRIC card. So it's gaining traction. Maybe later on this year, because there's even an advert that I saw that you're so clumsy. You've got so much things. You got the advert that they put out there, right? You've got so many things. ID. You got to take your driving license. You got to take your Oyster card, and this thing's gonna have everything on it. You understand what I'm saying? All you got to do is just get it, put it on the app, get all the alcohol you want. That's how they're making it seem,
Convenience.
They're selling it to the Edomites. Convenience. That's the word.
God.
So, what are we doing? we're giving you the straight skinny. Right? The precept will be opened up with let your light shine.
God. Yeah, I've got a precept.
Go on, bring it out.
This is Ecclesiasticus 13 and 13. It says, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrow. And when thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. And so, of course, we're supposed to be, aware of these things that are going on in the news. But it says, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril. The reason why we walk in peril right now is because of the fact that Esau Edom is in rulership right now. So therefore, all these traps and snares and all these tactics that are used to entrap Jay, they're going to be everywhere. So that's why we have to be constantly aware of these things that are going on, especially when we reason with the scriptures, and of course we're looking ahead with the prophecies to come.
Yep.
So that we know what to do, which is really just trusting Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, let's read you're holding Hebrews 10, yeah?
Yeah, I'll go right.
Hebrews 10, read from around 37
This is Hebrews 10 and 37
to the bottom, yeah?
God. Hebrews 10 and 37, for yet a little while, and he that shall come, will not tarry.
Yeah, that's what we have that.
Yeah.
Time is flying. Why? Because the elect are here,
God.
standing up with great boldness. And it's a chemical, that's the chemical reaction that we can see. We can see it. Why is it speeding up the time? Because for us. Yeah.
Let's say, yeah, the
So
all
it's
the
not
sign and cry.
Yeah. Oh, as a matter of fact, go into the word tarry for those to go over it again. You kind of know, but yeah. Let's go over it again.
For yet a little so tarry.
Because we're hearing stories, man. We're hearing a lot of stories here. You got it?
Yeah.
I'll let you bring it out.
Yeah, it says
Strong's G5549. Chronizo.
yeah, so it says chronizo, which means it says it to linger, delay, tarry, to take time. So that's what tarry means, man. People think that these things are taking time, but the Most High is having things put in place. It's allowing Esau Edom to do his work. And also you got to remember, there's still the elect that still needs to be gathered until the point where the famine of the word hits. When the famine of the word hits, you can pretty much see that as a time where the elect are going to be sealed already.
Yeah.
Because the word's not going out anymore, and that's when Yahweh Shem Yahushua truly going to speed things up. Rapid fire.
Well, he's doing it now.
Go on.
Yeah.
It will just get faster and faster.
Yeah, it's getting faster and faster. That's why you find that there's no time. That's why, in order for you to keep up, you got to kind of you got to have your little schedule. Have your little schedule to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. Right now we're behind enemy lines, but a schedule does help you.
Yeah.
The brothers that know, the brothers that go to their routine. Brothers that know that they want to stick. They have a routine. If it's the gym, you have a routine. If it's your secular, you have a routine. You have your alarm clock.
Yeah. Wake up.
You got the idea. It's the same in the spirit as well. Yeah, carry on. So
Right.
tarry again, go on. Slap.
Yeah, tarry means to linger, to delay, to take time.
Yeah, because we're hearing some news. As a matter of fact, carry on reading that.
Because it says, and will not tarry, so it's not going to waste any time. So verse 38, now...
Because we want to go on holiday, right? When you want to go on holiday, that's the spirit sometimes, You're thinking of, you got the day, innit? You got the day, and it can't come soon enough, man. I remember in school journeys and all
You're eager.
When you're young and you're excited, and you might be somewhere, you could be, somewhere you've never been.
Yeah,
and you just, same way for us in the kingdom as now. Same way, it's like, but you don't want to get impatient.
No.
And there's no point in really getting impatient because it ain't going to do anything. You know what I'm saying?
No.
If you start getting impatient, carry on though.
Go on. Yeah, verse 38, now the just shall live by faith, but if any man...
Yeah, the just shall live by faith. The just, right? The elect, right? We're stirred up. And as we was talking about a little bit at camp, this is a stimulant. This, people that take stimulants, right? And I wouldn't advise it. If you're going to the gym, I wouldn't advise taking none of those stuff.
Little coffee.
If you have a little coffee there, whatever the case may be. But them stimulants, you know what I mean?
The hardcore.
The hardcore stimulants, man. Nah, man. Whatever the creatine and all of that. But anyway, this truth is a stimulant. It stimulate. You know, when people, I was even thinking about this, and when brothers were talking about this at camp, when people get to a certain age, right, they start to suffer from amnesia, memory loss, because, you know, in this world, by and large, mainly the Edomites, they suffer from the amnesia when they get to a certain age, maybe late 50s, early 60s, senile dementia.
Yeah, like Joe Biden.
Right.
America.
Can't.
No, I'm just saying Joe Biden, obviously. Arkin was debating whether, you know,
He's got it, man. He's got something wrong with him,
I
brother.
don't know if it's acting or, you
No,
know. Alright, come on.
I don't believe it was acting.
Go on,
Maybe
go on.
there was some kind of acting to kind of cover it, to make it like cover it up a bit.
Go on.
But them Edomite there, they can't, you know, they get senile dementia. It's very known, and if you know a little bit about the brothers that work in the you know, that secular and hospitals and stuff,
Yeah.
brothers know. A lot of them
Yeah.
be getting senile
Lot of
dementia. They
Edomites.
lose their memory.
Mm.
So food's got a lot to do with it, but you know,
True.
but they're weaker. But back to the point though,
Yeah.
this truth stimulates you. So it's very unlikely, especially if you're busy, it's very unlikely you're not gonna be stimulated. The truth stimulates you because
Right.
all the things you got to do what they recommend you do in the world.
Yeah.
For people that suffer from dementia, what's the other one? Mainly cognitive brain. Alzheimer's, then cognitive brain, where you start to build up all kinds of plaque on the brain and
Yeah.
you start to lose your memory. All the things that they recommend you do medically, the
Yeah.
truth, we're doing it.
Come.
That's why you see, I'm not saying that our elders, they're not that old, but at that age in the world,
Come on.
they start deteriorating, man.
True. Because, you know, even Apostle Tahar, he uploaded a video on these fast food joints. Not fast food joints like in America, but really over there in Elan, in India, man. You know, the way they prepare it. You know, he had in the latter part, Elan was making some kind of fried food. He was using his armpits, man.
Oh my
You know?
God.
He slapped the dough.
Bring it out, yeah.
He slapped the dough in his armpit and then he just put it in the frying pan. So at the end of the day, you know, Apostle Gabar obviously has been pushing it lately as well. You know, with brothers learning how to cook.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
whatnot. Obviously, this advice is what I gotta take for myself.
Yep.
You know, Yara Tazar.
Yep.
And just
Brothers
learn to cook
be
meals.
putting each other on game. We be putting
Yeah.
the brothers be putting you on game.
Come on,
You know what I
come
mean?
on, yeah.
So we be sharing
Just basic
the
stuff,
knowledge.
man.
Yeah.
You know, spaghetti
Yeah.
bolognese recently. You know,
You
even
don't
just.
gotta say all the things you've
It's a
been doing,
lot,
though.
it's a lot,
Nah,
yeah.
yes, it's alright.
But the point is, you know, bros, I'm not saying from my own personal experience, but you know, point is, Apostle Gabar has been pushing it. You know, bros.
Since you said that, I'm gonna say what I was doing. I was learning. I was getting into some of the food. If you go to,
Yeah.
you say Elam,
Yeah,
even some of the Benjamin food. Now, me, I like some of that.
Yeah.
right? But I'm doing my version. I don't got to say what it is, but I'm doing my health version
Of course.
with
yeah.
the good oils,
Olive
right?
oil,
Like the olive
coconut,
oil, the
avocado.
coconut oil, the avocado oil, the chai. I can't remember if I'm saying it right, but there's another one, and I specifically went out and I bought it.
No,
Chai, I think it's something like that, but it's a good pure oil that you can it doesn't over spoil when you put heat to it.
Come on.
So you know this is the brothers into health. I'm kind of into health too. So in one way or another, we just bring, you know, in way of reminder. And if you can get in, you know, you got your own little space like me.
Yeah.
I'm making use of it now, man. My kitchen. I'm spending more time in that kitchen and
Yeah.
doing. If there's let's say there's a curry that you may like from Elam, go on YouTube and learn it and do a health alternative to it. That's my thing. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
that's it, that's
I've been doing that a lot lately. You don't have to get too deep, but there's always a health alternative to it. If it could be dumpling, right? You can come with a health alternative because they use all that white flour.
Come on.
No, that's not good for you, you know, and the white thing, all the white sugar and all of that. Come with your version, and obviously you can come same way in the spirit. You can upgrade.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly,
you know, we come back together, like I say, Yahshua Allah, the elect, we're letting our light shine.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when we come together, there's fireworks and a chemical reaction.
That's it.
And iron does sharpen iron, man.
Come on, man. Jay gonna get on it eventually, because you know, Jay right nowadays, you know, as we spotted before, you know, you have Jake, you know, wearing the bears right now. You know, certain Jakes as well are also improving their diets. You know, they don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
You know, nigger diet.
Yeah.
Call it that.
And stay on it too. This is not a movement, as you know, we heard. We don't have to mention that, you know, that already.
It's a lifestyle.
It's not a movement, and the food is not. Stay on it to the best of your ability, right? Because we know we have to eat our defiled food. But the truth is not a movement. A movement is something that comes and goes.
Exactly.
And we're hearing stories about some people where it's shrinking back.
Go on.
Let me read it. Hebrews 10. No, matter of fact, you read it. You was reading
10
it.
and 37?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Read 38 and then read on down.
Yeah. All right. Hebrews 10 and 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back.
Yeah, we're hearing about stories, man. You understand? It's coming out. You know, getting on that drawback, and there's more to it. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than what we get to hear, right? But within the body, we hear the Most High wants us to know things that are happening, so that there's good examples and bad examples
To learn from. Yeah.
to learn from. You understand? That's what we do learn from them. So read that again, 38, and then read up to the end.
Right. Hebrews 10 and 38. Now the just shall live by faith.
Right, that's why we continue to pray, right? In the Hebrew, you know, my other phone, but still right. I got
your stored prayers.
My prayers. That's how I do it, because there's a lot we got to remember, and brothers all have our own, you know, our own tools in the flesh. So what helps me is that I store some of my things. You know, these brothers go with the text. Store some of my prayers, like some of my favorite prayers. You know, my private prayers. But the main one that brothers be knowing is like rebuking Satan, right? Because we're, as you know, we're a light, right? We're a light, and sometimes what happens, like a moth to a flame, you could attract good things, but also you attract
demons
bad
as
things
well.
too. Demons.
Calm, man, calm.
Like a moth to a flame. You know, brothers know. You know, sometimes you could get a bus stop and you got all kinds of. You're looking around, everybody's standing there. No, oh, you're going to a shop.
Yeah.
I've heard brothers say this. No one's in there. You're looking in, no one's in there. You go in there. Next thing you know, someone's there. They want to be in front of you. They want to get served before you. You look behind you. There's a whole lot of people behind you, and you think to yourself,
came out of nowhere.
I just checked that there was no one in there, and I noticed that from time.
Calm.
So that's because our light is shining. We don't, and sometimes you can't do a Jonah. So we're hearing stories, man. That's why we're reading these precepts.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
and for those, the elect are gonna take heed. You know what I mean?
Calm. So it says, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
Right. Why are we here? To let our light shine.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. That's our duty. So we've got another precept. I made mention of it the other day. Let's read it. See if I can find it. This is
I've got another precept as
Alright,
well.
bring that one out while I'm looking for this one. Yeah,
Yeah, so
I've just got it, but I've got mine. But bring yours out.
1 Peter 2 and verse 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house, an holy priesthood, to offer up a spiritual sacrifice. Spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahushua HaMashiach. So of course, you know, Yahushua has made us lively stones because first of all, he sent us Harakah Kodash, which means the Holy Spirit, that's allowed us to gain the understanding of these scriptures. And by having the understanding of the scriptures, we're able to teach and preach up to the very end where we're going face the famine of the word. But the point is, being a lively stone, all the other people around you, they want to get that liveliness, they want to get that energy. That's
life,
why there are certain times you may be, you know, obviously as like you said in the shop, you go there and then, you know, a whole heap of people just come in. Now,
like leeches.
Yeah.
Don't forget, carry on.
Yeah, speaking of leeches, you know, you're going to have energy vampires, man. I remember when the captain was talking about, you know, brothers protect your energy, man, which is really just, you know, be careful of who, you know, you're with. You know, in terms of whoever.
Who comes around you.
Yeah, you could be at the workplace, you could be a neighbor. You know, you just got to be aware of these energy vampires, man. People just coming around and then they start to drain you. You know, so really, that's through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai giving us discernment, because we know we're lively stones in the spirit. So Yahweh as well, we got to be, you know, separate as well and understand that. Okay, We've got to stay away from that guy, stay away from that guy, stay away from people of the world. But obviously we've got to navigate in this world nevertheless, so we've got to have the wisdom to navigate.
Yeah. That's is it Micah 2:10. You don't
So,
got
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's not arrest. So we're aware of the Manhattan shooting,
Yeah.
and even our elder, he made a point. Elder Yashuamba, the head of Dallas Camp, he made that point. He stuck with me. You could be somewhere, where how it is now, whether this is AI redone, fake AI or not. But you could be somewhere, and then you got some they call it mad postman, when someone's like, they just lose it. It could be
Crashes out.
just crash out. Their wife kicked them out their house. Yeah, anything. You know what I'm saying? Their wife. Cause remember, these people they ain't got. This is their kingdom. So they take it to heart. You understand? They know they're losing their kingdom. We're talking about those people who are losing their mind about the refugees, and the refugees are being looked after better than them. Talking about the National Front. There's that guy Tom Robinson.
Yeah,
He
something like
was doing a lot of speeches and all of that. But anyway, so we're aware. We could be in a shop. I was saying, right? We could be somewhere in a shop or just going about it. That's why we have to be keep our heads on a swivel. You got a mad postman just pulls out a thing, because this guy was in Manhattan with a gun out like that, walking around, right? You don't need, let me show them the visual. Brother's probably seen it anyway. The guy had his gun out, man. Let's see if I find it. This is the guy, man. And you notice he has to make sure that the way, anyway, you see for yourself, Kim, if you can see that. If you can see it.
To it.
You do it.
Yeah, coming like that. Just walking with Don rifle right there.
Really, as our elders did say, something's big gonna happen. I don't know if this is the one that, but
Like a black swan.
Yeah, a false flag, what they call it. All them things there. Right, this could be the one that's leading to, we need gun control, especially over that mad, how people are so crazy in America.
Yeah.
So you could be walking down about your business. That's why we keep our heads on the swivel, and why we have to be alert to what happened with another brother who was attacked. Anyway, he was from the ISUPK. He was attacked. He was set up, but he got away alive with his life. The Most High preserved him, but he was attacked, and that's why they said we have to walk circumspect. That's the word.
I think recently the IOIC they got attacked by this Edomite woman as well.
Oh,
that's the one. Isn't it?
what up? There's that
go
one
on,
too.
go on,
That's
go
a
on.
new one, and that just came back to me. See, this is so much things are happening. You see, Well, what happened with that? It was the brother sent it on the chat. The IUIC was at camp doing their usual, and the van came up, and it was trying to lick them down.
Yeah, go on.
Playing like a game of Skittles with them.
Turning around, coming back.
Yeah, so that's what was happening, right? This is obviously it was a demon that jumped on her.
Yeah.
What they call it, crashing out.
Go on.
Spirit created vengeance. Obviously, maybe they might fix up. I don't know. However, the Most High, you understand?
Yeah.
They may fix up because they took a bag. As generally, it's been said, IUIC, the purple people that took a bag, maybe could be a wake up call, a warning for them, right? The head of the camp, what's his name again? Bishop May, yeah. Could be a warning for you, because you know what you're doing, and you know what you've done. Maybe. As a matter of fact, let me get a precept now before I forget. I'll read this one. It's only a short one. Matthew 4:7 says, "From that time Yahushua began to preach and say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." So we see these things over there. That was real, that one. And that woman that was going up trying to lick down the brothers in that van or truck. They caught her, and she got 22 years. One of the brothers made mention of that. And what he said what was interesting was that they could have, Esau, this is the Edomite woman, they say, right? In his own kingdom. Esau in his own kingdom could have acted like they didn't see anything.
Yeah, he could have.
So, you were watching us, right? And all you that hate the men of the Lord, right? The elect that are back here, or just black people as you see them. You watching us, and you thinking up schemes to come against us and stop this truth, but the Most High be watching you. There's nothing you can do against this truth. And that's why I read that one again. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So all these spirits as well, because I touched on it as well a little bit the other day in my walk and talk. Most High's calling back these spirits.
Yeah, spirits created for vengeance.
So if you've been watching the videos, because you know this truth's everywhere, man.
Yeah.
This truth is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. What you say?
I was gonna say, you know, most I knows whether that 501c3 that they signed,
Yeah.
it could have been like a reason why the woman got that 22 years, because if Jake be selling out to Esau Edom, maybe Esau would say, all right, we got you guys in the IUIC aspect. I'm just speaking as a man, saying
on the technical level,
go on.
but ultimately the Most High had that happen to her.
Yeah, it's the Most
but
High's
I
will.
see what you're saying.
Go on.
Yeah, because it's the Most High's music.
Because Edomites will get judged, by the way.
Yeah.
They
whether they find themselves not guilty for a period of time, and that's what they do. Welcome Malone, you be going and giving them because he began having a shouting battle with them. Welcome Malone. I'll be watching it's just a shouting match, man. Come on, grow up, man. With IUIC going and they're told not to engage him, and it makes sense. All it is just a shouting match. He's got the megaphone and he's going. So you're on borrowed time, right? So in regards to these spirits that are going back to Most High's judging them, right? Let's read this one. Hebrews. You can read this one. Hebrews chapters 12 and read 9.
Yeah.
Well, couple more because we're going to link up. We're going to link up with the brothers as well. Just a couple more precepts and then see where the spirit takes us. We may close out.
Hebrews 12 and 9?
Yeah.
Alright, Hebrews 12 and 9.
I tell you what. This is there's more to it. Let's see if we can read get the context. Yeah, let's read down from the top, man. Let's read from the top. Yeah, read from the top up to 9.
This is Hebrews 12 and verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed
All the meat of that bone.
about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us.
Yeah. How do we do that? Keeping our medicines. Huh?
I'll say 3 Yahushua, but
Yeah. That's the point too. Yeah, that's the point. Through your whole side, the prayers, some of the practical things we be doing, letting our light shine, right? Not straying away. How you say it? Shying away.
yeah.
But sometimes you do, because even your whole shy, let me get the balance to that. Even your whole shy, sometimes when you withdraw to a place or a mountain, we may not have mountains here, but we've got quiet spots where you can find. If you're in a household where it's all busy and noise going on, find wherever that spot is,
peace and quiet,
and get away, and you're meditating upon the Lord, as you said. Read. You could just be reading, whatever your thing is. Some brothers may need. Once you do all the things, you put them in the right places, then you can have your little what do you call it? Playtime. Time out, if you like. But
priorities.
But that's that. Yeah, you get your priorities right. But the Most I'll be blessing it, man. Like I said, the other day I came home, right? Because sometimes it's hard to get the balance. And I'm gonna say Issachar, he's hired. Fix up my garden for me, man. He fixed up my garden for me, and no, I tell you no lie, man. That was beautiful, bro. That was a blessing from the Most High, man.
Yeah.
Because gardens, for those that have green fingers or for those that you don't have green fingers, and I'm gonna get busy now. Now he's done it. Do my thing, brothers know I'm into my, my surrounding. I like my visuals. What do you call it? There's another word.
Forestry.
Forestry, but no, another word. Botany, right? That's it being into the greenery. But scenery. Horticulture. To the best of your ability, that's my outlet. I'm just saying, that's my outlet. But we make use of the word, but we don't abuse it. But and so what did I say? Priorities, then the Most High gives you, he can bless you.
Yeah.
If you've got your priorities right, then the Most High will add to it.
Well, precept on that.
Can't.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 14 and verse 11. My son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua his due offering.
Right.
You know, as you're talking about setting our priorities, right? You know, we do the videos, we do the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we pray, and we ensure that we do things of which are pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And there ain't nothing wrong with us, you know, having our little downtime, man. You know, maybe it could be watching a movie, you know, going out there, probably going to a restaurant or something. And, you know, just pretty much if you're able to do good to yourself, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with that. As I just read Ecclesiasticus 4:14 and 11, and of course with balance and wisdom.
Yeah, with balance on it.
Yeah, it says Ecclesiasticus 14 and 11, my son, according to thy ability, do good to thyself and give the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua his due offering. It says in verse 12, remember that death will not be long in coming, and that the covenant of the grave is not showed unto thee. So of course, you know, whilst you live, well, there ain't nothing wrong with enjoying, you know, a little bit of the things of this life.
Yeah, Solomon said that.
Yeah.
You know, in order our power, you know, make use of it. You know,
Yeah.
loosely paraphrasing. Because at the end of it, it's fear the Most High and keep His commandments. But yeah, we you know, King Solomon knew some stuff. He learned a lot through experience, which was wisdom,
Yeah.
and you know, he learned on both sides, left hand side and right hand side.
Yeah.
So we're here to do the same. Let our light shine, and when we come together, there is a chemical reaction, and I'm seeing that in the spirit more so because we're getting Most High speeding up the time.
Yeah, it's really
You know?
power.
So yeah, that's
You told me to read something.
yeah. We was in Hebrews. Carry on reading down
Yeah.
because we're gonna get to the point. Hebrews
It's
chapter
12.
12. Yeah.
Verse 1 again.
Read about 2. Read 2.
Right, verse 2. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross,
Yep.
despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself,
Yeah.
lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's 2. That's 3.
That's three,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, and we're glad he endured, and he didn't falter, because he gives us you know, that's why we're here now. We can say what we're saying, and we can carry on with the battle, run with the battle, because he endured, and the joy that was set before him. So you can find ways, as we just read. His joy was to do the work of the Lord. That is where his joy came in. And if you find you're not finding joy in doing the work of the Lord, pray, man, or come up with, you know, Most High won't give you a way where you can, you know, like
Lighten up
we
your spirit.
to what's the word, man? Line up with, link up with brothers, as you say, have some outlets with brothers,
Yeah.
break bread with brothers, different things.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
We're learning how to find time more, spend time doing things in the kitchen. I'm, you know, if you've got a busy mind, your mind's going to be busy. You're going to be coming up with creative ideas what to do, spiritually and physically too.
Of course,
You know,
there's a
and
balance.
finding joy, man. You can say something.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, there's a balance, man. Your bro's got their hobbies, as well as of course.
Don't just stop your hobbies, because that's, you know, we're hearing about this person he just left. He just lost interest. That's what we're hearing, right? Over there in the main camp.
Go on.
But
there ain't nothing wrong, man. You know, but
Yeah.
brothers, you know, sometimes.
that was inside, man. Must have been brewing in there for a long time. For someone to say, right, I'm out of the door now.
He said he's the same nigga since he was 9, which means he never changed. But anyways,
Yeah,
besides
there's that one. There's more.
Another
though.
one? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. But
okay.
go on. Carry on what you're saying, though.
yeah, there's a balance, man. You just have you have your hobbies. Pretty much, there's a balance, something, you know. As you prioritize the work, you also have times where you have your hobbies to let yourself down, and of course recover as well.
And the truth stimulates your mind. You know, in contrast with this world, I don't know what I'd have been doing if I was, you know, this world is not stimulating, you know, for the. Now I'm not saying brothers maybe like football,
Yeah, of course.
right, and that's in the world, but brothers may like boxing. I like boxing, but I know that just just an outlet.
Yeah.
I've got other things that I'll be doing that just stimulates me.
Yeah, different
And
activity.
I've noticed the most I'll be showing me more what stimulates most people is that you're at your brain and especially if you've got a curiosity to learn new things. That's what happens why people in this world they start to deteriorate. They don't want to learn. They think they know it all, so therefore they stop learning. And that's you're halfway there if you don't want to, if you think you know it all, because then you're not interested in what anybody got to say. So you start, that's when you start to go on a spiral. But if you feel, as the scripture says, now I'm not, I don't want to overestimate it or overrate it or exaggerate, but Nicodemus said that to Yahushua. He said, in order for you to enter into the kingdom, you must be born again.
It's children, yeah.
So he was talking spiritually, but when you get baptized in the Spirit, you start to see things a bit differently. Yes, there's that horrible side of mere oppression make a wise man act crazy. But the thing is with this truth, it stimulates your mind. You're always learning new things.
It's always something to learn.
So that's why we don't, what's the word? We don't shrink back. That keeps you from shrinking back. Keeping our hands to the plough. As a matter of fact, I got that. Yeah, bring that one out and we'll go back to where we were.
So Luke 9 and 62, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plough and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. Yeah, so when Yahushua told us, okay, no man having put his hand to the plough, it's pretty much talking about this work. Those of us who have been doing this work, we always pray that we endure to the very end, so that we can also reap the salvation which Yahushua has given us the opportunity for. And that's why it says, and looking back, which means obviously they go back to the world, as a dog goes and eats his own vomit.
Yep.
That's basically how it is if a person was to work in this truth and then to just pretty much forsake Yahushua. It says it's fit. Let me read it again. Luke 9 and 62, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plough and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High. So it means they're not really worthy to have that godlike status. I say godlike, but that actual God status, it means they would never read the first fruits. That's really what it means.
So that was an example for us not to do. But in knowing that, what do? We stay, keep our mind seeking first the kingdom. I say it like that, and all things will be added to you. And you're going to see how, over time, however long it takes, the Most High going to start to add to you. Could be through your knowledge, could be through whatever your ability, your lot is going to start to add to you. Just get your priorities right. We all know that the 7 women are coming. But we never come in for that. But we know what we know. But it's not. It goes deeper than just that. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course.
It goes deeper than that. We ain't gonna have to go there. But let's go back to the scriptures where we were. Because that's what happens with some men. They have tunnel vision. They're narrow-minded, man. If it didn't work, if you don't, what do they say? Give a deadline and all of that. Because I know a lot of people, they left. I think it was the year 2000. They was looking for a deadline. Such and such didn't happen. Then we out there. We hear the stories. It's not about that, man. You're not trying to force the Most High's hand, because we can't do that. But let the scriptures speak.
Alright, verse 4, Hebrews 12 and 4. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation. Exhortation means encouragement, which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, Yahushua, nor faint when thou art rebuked of it. Of course, that goes into the afflictions that Yahushua will put upon us.
Yeah.
We've got to endure it.
What verse was that?
It was verse 5.
All right. Yeah, because another thing, don't despise it, man. I don't always have a good week, but I find ways to be optimistic. Oh, that wasn't too good, but hold on a minute. But remember the good things, though, as well. You understand? Remember the good things, because the Most High is about that balance. He make poor, he make rich. That's the balance. He bring down, he bring alive. I was making mention of those people. The Most High called them back with the father of spirits, but they're in their right minds now. I know some people crying their eyes out. they're doing a big thing about that guy Theo, the former celebrity that died, the black one, the little young guy, Malcolm, or whatever his name was, right? They're doing a big thing over in where he was in part. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me just go back to it. People there, you know, women, especially women, where he died.
They're giving reverence to him.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Costa Rica. You don't have got to dig it up, but where he drowned in Costa Rica, there a lot of, because I know a lot of Jakes like at that my age group was watching the Cosby Show, and that's his age group. And he done a lot of other movies as well. He was into a lot of stuff. He was into music as well, being a musician as well, other stuff too. A famous celebrity that is into a lot of things, right? And they went over to Costa Rica to do some kind of giving reverence to him, doing burning stuff, you know, and crying. That's because they ain't got nothing. You understand? They haven't got. Listen, hope. Man, he's. As a matter of fact, no hope. As a matter of fact, carry on reading now. I've got that piece. Yeah, carry on reading.
It says in verse 6, Hebrews 12:6, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
You know what I mean? So you get them beatings, right? Either through the Most High, through the brothers, the corrections.
Or physically.
And it shake you up and you say, don't worry about your shire. Especially when you look back. And don't go down that road. There's a car coming and he was at the right time. Of course you respect that. Of course you're glad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he says, rejoice at the chastening, man. Because it comes ultimately from the Most High. That's a beautiful thing.
That's it.
I remember one time I was always when I was young, I was kind of hyperactive, but I saw my brother, my older brother, went and he did something, so I said, look, I'm coming. And I went to run, and my dad said, stop! And the car went, I remember it.
Wow.
I must have been, I don't know, I was young, really young. I said, what are you doing, my dad? And he said it at the right time, but he protected me from getting run over by a car.
That's what the Father of spirits.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spiritually, we can't count how many things. Because I remember, let me give you another quick testimony, right? Before I came into the truth, I used to into my raving. I go. Some brothers talk about clubbing and stuff, right? I used to go to one particular club, and I remember being in there, and something said, "Get out," in my mind. Next thing I know, the club was still going. Most people don't like to leave clubs because they want to really stay to the end.
After party,
right? Yeah, but something had me feeling all restless, and I just got out of the rave. Check the man then. I don't know why I left. Right? Check the man then next day. Man had a balaclava over his head, right? This is back in the 90s, way before the truth, right? He had a balaclava around his head, and what's wrong? What's he got? He said, look, people came in the club or the house party, because there's more than one incident, and started wailing around baseball bats. They threw a muffle cocktail. You heard about muffle cocktails?
What, the one that they light up with fire?
Yeah, put in a bottle, put petrol in it. Petrol bomb. Yeah. Threw it through the window because apparently the story is not a good story, but the guy was wanted in the sound. He was a infamous person, right? He was wanted, and everybody don't know what people are doing. No. He was wanted. He was we call it an infamous person.
Yeah.
And they probably was looking for him, so they said he's going to be there. The sound man, the sound owner. Right? So they done what they did. They put mother cocktail through the window, petrol bomb through the window, come in, just randomly licking everybody about the place, licking baseball bats about the place.
Yeah.
Next day, I went in and checked them, and he told me, that's what happened. He said, but I noticed about you. He said, you always leave at the right time. This is what the guy said to me. The sound, he's the sound operator.
Yeah.
He was kind of infamous as well in his own way, but anyway, right? So was that not a chastening? The Most High gave me one in there, heads up. You think I look back and what does it say? Resent the chastening of the Lord?
Yeah.
Read that again, Baba Bashar.
Yeah, it says if he hold on.
Because I've got
Verse
another.
6,
Yeah.
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 For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth
Yeah,
not?
we do not despise or something. Something says
Hold on,
we don't
hold on.
despise the chastening or something like that. But we endure the chastening, innit?
Oh, that should be here.
So-
I think I'll read down a bit.
So, all right, another testimony, another one. Because sometimes you come out of the world, you all unscathed, and you
Yeah.
think to yourself, you forget, man, that the Most High let you be unscathed.
Go on.
When I was younger, because I was always following my older, I had an older brother,
Yeah.
and his age group. Anyway, there was a community centre in an infamous housing estate. So we was going to go to this community centre. There was a rave taking place, right? And something happened. We didn't go. We went somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right? Tell you what, read it before
Right.
read it.
Hebrews 12:5, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord,
Right?
nor faint when thou art rebuked. Of
Yeah. Because that little slap there could that slap or whatever it is, or hold on to you, could be preventing you from getting hit by a car
Yeah.
in the spirit.
Course
Yeah?
correction.
You understand? You got a little bruise there, but you didn't get hit by the car. But,
Yeah.
So the point, so there's another one that just come to me because there's a lot of them. Some of the brothers have heard some of them, but this I don't remember all of them. But I just remember this one. When I was younger, we was gonna go to a community centre, right? And for some reason we didn't go. We went to some other rave, but that community centre was the place to be. Everybody wanted to be there, but some happened we didn't go. Right? Me or my brother didn't go. And this is in the 90s. Now you had two skinheads. Have you heard of skinheads?
Bold.
In the 90s.
Bold Edomites.
Yeah, they shave off their hair, they wear braces, they wear them steel toe cap boots, and they take off the leather so you can see the steel in them. And they walked about, and if they saw a black man in a certain area in the East End, they'd hit him with the steel, kick him up and all that, right? That's how it used to be in the 90s. Some know, some don't know how it used to be. So then we started to know better and walk in groups. First it was the Pakis, but then Pakis could be, anyone was fair game, but it was Pakis or black people.
Yeah.
Young. They didn't give a didn't care. And that goes back into Deuteronomy 28. They don't fear the young or the old.
Go.
And some old people got it too.
They kick it. Go.
They got what they got. You understand? Hit by a car, all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, just want to make this point here, because there's a lot of testimonies that I can remember, but some of them I wouldn't say them because they're too graphic, right? Anyway, this club was the place to be in the community centre, and I'm going to say the state. Anyway, that state's knocked down now. They've got these new buildings, and we didn't go. And we heard two skinheads came in there with machetes,
Oh wow.
and they were swiping at anybody. They swiped at the bouncer. They came in, they got in, swiping around. How much hatred do you have to do that, man? You understand?
Yeah, got a demon on it.
Ezekiel 25, that perpetual hatred. Now I know why it was happening,
Yeah.
but then you still can't really piece it together. And they got a girl was there, a big Shirley. Now I know it was a big Shirley, a young rebellious girl. She was pregnant, and I heard that he swiped at her.
At the belly.
Swiped at the girl. We heard the story that he got the girl with the belly with a pregnant woman, pregnant girl. So what I'm saying is that the Most High was talk about chastisement. We had the warning from. It could have been, you know what I'm saying? We had warnings from the elect. Let me say it right. The elect have escaped, come into this truth unscathed through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem and Shai.
Yeah.
So that's really what the point I'm making there. You know what I mean? So carry on read up to 9. That's why we respect and we love when we get pulled back to the saving of our souls.
It says Hebrews 12:8, but if ye without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
Yep. So that's because we're the sons of the Most High.
Yeah, so we've got to take that correction.
Yep. And the ninjas that are getting called back, matter of fact, we're going to hit that precept.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's calling back spirits, yeah. Read up to 9.
Right,
It makes the
so-
point.
Yeah, not sons. Verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather?
Yeah, when
be-
my father called me back from running in the road, I saw some people. You know, I got excited. I was going to run in the middle of the road. Forgot about all the cars, and my father, same here, and I'm glad he did.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carry on with that one.
Go on. It says in verse 9. Yeah. Furthermore, we have had fathers
Yeah.
of our flesh, which corrected us,
Yeah.
and we gave them reverence.
Gave them, yeah, we respected them women, mainly when you get a little bit older though. Not,
Oh, yeah,
you don't
fine.
usually do it at that time.
Yeah.
Same, sometimes it could happen in the spirit as well. Sometimes
Yeah.
you don't always,
Get more understanding.
Yeah,
as
you
grow.
need to, as you grow, you get more. Say it, brother, say it. Say it.
Yeah, just as you grow, you gain more knowledge, you gain more wisdom. You start to discern. Oh, okay, so that's why my father did this. That's why my mother did that. So then you give them more reverence, which means you give them more respect because you increase in understanding why they did what they did to you when you were younger.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, verse 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits?
There you go.
and
That's
live?
the point I wanted, man. Father of spirits. That's why he looks after who's his own. Because we're not bastards. But the ones that are bastards, well, they're not now. The ones that have gone back to the spirit world, I made mention of some of them. And where's the other guy? We made mention of that.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, yeah, because I was thinking, we're hearing about 4, but there's a lot more. I just wanted to highlight the ones that have been very recent. Quincy Jones as well.
Yeah,
He was. I heard some horrible things about him. The producer, he produced a lot of Michael Jackson's music, Motown and all of that. Quincy Jones. But our
Yeah.
people are wicked. You understand? So we don't. That's why the Most High's calling them back, and it's good that he's calling them back, the Father of Spirits, because they ain't gonna taste the missiles now.
No, they won't.
You got all these people going to Costa Rica crying over this guy. What are they crying over him for? Anyway, people mourn anyway. People can mourn.
For whatever reason.
Michael Jamal Warner because they don't know no better. That's why. And mourning is a natural thing anyway.
True.
But without overdoing it, you understand?
God.
So he called them out of the fight. They don't get to taste the missiles. Well, I'll say him anyway because he's a J. The others are Edomites. They have to come back in slavery. The ones that are Edomites.
God.
So if you've got any more precepts, I've got one more, and then let me see if I can find it. And then if you've got any closing precepts or closing words, we don't close.
Yeah, I've got one piece.
Yeah. I'm gonna read mine and then bring yours out. So this is Isaiah 2 and 22 says, cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils. Right. Cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherewith is he that be counted off. It sounds a bit better in the NLT. Isaiah 2 and 22 says, don't put your trust in mere humans. They are as frail as breath. What? See that?
Frail as breath.
You understand? Some of us have seen our parents. You know, they brought us up, grew us, fed us, and now, you know, some brothers, you know, we're seeing them starting to grow old and deteriorate. You know, some of them are gonna be, you know, they may have to face that fate. In some cases, I've seen that with my family. You understand? But obviously, you mourn. But for the ones that have passed in our families, they're in a better state. You know what I mean? They're in a better position. Yeah. They are as frail as breath. What good are they? So, really, the point is on all these spirit. The Most High is the Father of spirits, and He's calling the spirits back.
Yeah, it's collecting spirits right
Yeah.
now.
My last video was. Let me read it. The title of this video is "The Elect Are the Light of the World. Satan's minions are being cast down and out." So that's because the Most High is calling them back. And I mean, back to, and they're back in their right mind in heaven.
Yeah.
But we are the light of the world. This is the balance.
Yeah.
Right? The elect are the light of the world. So Yeah, bring out any closing precepts or.
Yeah, so this is really just fearing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It says Matthew 10 and 28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Which hell is talking about a state of destruction. We experience that state of hell upon this earth right now. But of course, the point is, the Most High, he has the power to kill off the body, and of course, he has the power to also kill a spirit if he wanted to. So that's just the meaning right there. And the point is, he's collected those spirits of whom he's judged already with how they died, back into the spirit realm. Now they understand how things are supposed to be. So that's really it. The Hulk Hogan's and Ozzy Osbourne, that guy was a demon as well, which, just talk about that, but the point
even
is,
our people go off horribly as well. Yeah.
Go on. But yeah, the Most High has put his judgments, collected those spirits. They'll be in their right state of mind.
That's the point.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. So we'll close out.
Yeah, so just keep it simple. The realities are that he found it edifying. And we're gonna close it by saying Kal Halayna, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kodash. And once more double on Instagram some apostles. Shalom.